Hello, so this is AQA Pure 1, January 2011, question 3, and this is on algebra. It says the line AB has the equation 3x plus 2y equals 7. The point C has the coordinates 2 and minus 7. And this is all we know at this point. And part A, part 1, says find the gradient of AB. Okay, so we know that AB is a straight line, because it tells us that the line has the equation 3x plus 2y equals 7. And we know that the general equation for a straight line is y equals mx plus c, with c being a constant, and we know that m is the gradient, so it's the m that we're looking for. So, because we know this is the general equation for a straight line, if we rearrange this to look like the general equation, we'll know what the gradient is. Okay, so let's just move the 3x over to the other side of the equation, so we have 2y equals minus 3x plus 7, and then divide the whole thing by 2, so minus 3 over 2x plus 7 over 2. So we know that the gradient is minus 3 over 2. Okay, so the second part of question A says the line which passes through C and which is parallel to AB crosses the y-axis at the point D. Find the y-coordinate of D. So the line which passes through C, so this is C, and which is parallel to AB. Okay, so if the line is parallel to AB, then we know it has the same gradient. So we know that the gradient of this new line is minus 3 over 2. And we have one point on it, which is C, which is 2 and minus 7. When we know the gradient of a line and we know one point on it, we can use the formula y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And we can sub our gradient on our point into this to find the equation of the line. Okay, so y minus 7, so plus 7, equals m, which is minus 3 over 2, x minus our x coordinate, which is 2. Okay, crosses the y-axis at the point T, find the y-coordinate of D. So this line crosses the y-axis at the point D. Okay, so when the line crosses the y-axis, x is 0. So we want to find out what y is when x equals 0. So we're just going to sub 0 into this line equation as x, so 0 minus 2. And this way we should be able to find y if we just manipulate this. So minus 3 over 2 times minus 2 is just 3. And y equals minus 4. And that's the answer. So that was quite a hard one, to be honest. But part B, the line with the equation y equals 1 minus 4x intersects the line AB at the point A. Okay, find the coordinate of A. So what we want to do is we know that this line intersects this line at the point A. So these both lines both go through A. So to find the coordinates of A, we need to solve these two equations simultaneously. So let's just sub this equation into this one. So 3x plus 2 and y is 1 minus 4x equals 7. So 3x plus 2 minus 8x equals 7. Minus 5x equals 5, x equals minus 1. And then if we sub minus 1 into this, we have y equals, to find out y, we have y equals minus 4 times minus 1. So we have y equals 5. And so we know the coordinates of A are -1 and 5. Okay, so for part C, it says the point E has the coordinates 5 and K. Given that CE has length 5, find the two possible values of the constant K. Okay, so this is quite a cruel question, but we know that C is 2. So this is like one of them questions that separates the A's from the A stars. You just got to kind of use a little bit of initiative and stuff. So it's not really on the syllabus. You're gonna have to figure it out for yourself. So we know that CE has length 5. So find the two possible values of K. So to find the length between 2 points, we need to, you kind of, so you have a point here and a point here, and this is the line. You kind of need to do Pythagoras to find the C, if that makes sense. So like A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So the A squared is the difference in X. Okay, so this. So we have the X coordinate of E is 5. And the X coordinate of C, I won't write that down because it's all not to scale, so it's just confusing. The X coordinate of E is 5 and the X coordinate of C is -2. So 5 minus 2 squared plus, and then the B can be the K. So the B can be the Y, the Y coordinate. So K minus 7, which is +7. So the Y coordinate equals, and our length, we know that the length is 5, so 5 squared. Okay? So we know if you kind of multiply all of this out, so 3 squared is 9, plus K plus 7 squared equals 25. K plus 7 squared equals, so 25 minus 9, which is 16. And this is the important part of this. This is the part that's going to throw people off when it says two values. So K plus 7, that can either equal plus or minus 16, right? Because it's squared. Plus or minus 4, sorry, I just paused because I was confused, but you get your square rooting. So plus or minus 4, because plus 4 squared and minus 4 squared equal the same thing, which is 16. So that's why it can be either. So K either equals, so if you say take this to be plus 4, then K will equal -3. And if you take this to be -4, then K will equal -11. Okay, that was a really hard question as well, but I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching.